Yo, what's up guys? Fred at eSkate Unity here, back at you with another video. Today we got a fun one. We're gonna go over some slides. So I'm gonna do some stand-up slides, whether it's a 180, power slide, or a Coleman slide. Now, first things first, safety. At least always wear a helmet. That's a 100% definite. Secondly, gloves are always good. New onsra gloves have wrist protection, fist, and plastic right here, along with fingerless. All right, so again, safety first. Number two, to get your board ready, the smaller the wheels, the better. The harder the wheels, the better. My personal favorite are the orange orangutan Caguamas. Those are my personal favorite. If you guys just want a easy slidable wheel, I would recommend the purple orangutan Caguamas. They're 85 millimeters, or you can even go smaller with the 80 millimeters. Now, another wheel that I like for sliding is 97 millimeter valves, which I also like 80 millimeter BOA wheels. And if you want to go the real cheap route, Wago 90 millimeters, the real 90 millimeters, the Lycon 90 millimeters, those are all easy to slide, but in my opinion, they're a little bit unpredictable. When it comes to the orangutan wheels, I believe they are very good quality wheels. So when you're trying to break traction, you can feel the amount of tensity of traction being lost. So it'll help you with your sliding process. Trucks. Double kingpin is probably the easiest to slide. It's always best for you to loosen up the truck. So have a look at my trucks real quick. I just loosened them up. So not too loose, not too tight, but they're more on the loose side. All right, and lastly, confidence / comfortability. Wear the clothes you're most comfortable with. Use the best board that you're most comfortable with, and just practice. So again, safety, the wheels, the trucks, and whichever setup you're most comfortable with. One more thing to make sliding a little bit easier on top of the small and harder wheels is concrete. Now, if you look at the pavement here, it's not super smooth pavement. If you're on brand spanking new pavement, it actually holds a lot of grip. So if you see this type of concrete that's not really that smooth, it's gonna help you break traction even better. Let's get right into it. All right, so first thing I kind of want to go over is getting used to breaking traction little by little. But when you're carving, you got to pre-carve and then the carve itself. So watch my heels. I'm gonna dig in to the edge of the carve. Dig in with your heels. So I do a nice little pre-carve, coming at the carve, dig in. So again, watch the edge of my heels digging into the board. So when you keep doing that, you can keep on pushing it more and more, and you will eventually break traction. Now, this is a nice little exercise to get used to actually breaking the traction. If you watch my back leg and foot, I kind of kick it. I'm gonna do the same steps. I'm gonna go carve over here, like that. So watch this leg and foot back here. You see me kicking it? Pre-carve, heels, pre-carve, kick this. So that'll get you comfortable breaking the actual traction. And the hardest part is the 180. So committing fully, you would have to turn your hips all the way and fully commit. So we're gonna pre-carve. I'm gonna dig in the heels when I carve and fully commit, twist. Okay, again, so with the 180 slide, when we do our final carve, we're gonna dig in the heels. So you're gonna dig into the heels hard. So even if you wanna keep practicing, you're gonna dig in your heels. Pre-carve, dig in the heels, turn my shoulders, followed by my hips, or my hips, followed by my shoulders. So pre-carve, round, dig in heels. Pre-carve, dig in my heels, fully commit to the turn, and that's how you can bail. Worst comes to worst, all you do is just bail like that. Again, pre-carve, dig in heels, all right? And when I turn my shoulders, it's gonna follow with my hips, okay? So that's how you fully commit. All right, so pre-carve, dig in heels, fully commit. Pre-carve, dig in heels, fully commit. Throwing up your arms actually will help a little bit too. So pre-carve, dig in heels. All right, so now we're gonna do, I guess, called the power slide. When instead of completing the 180, I'm just gonna kind of slide forward and let my wheels do the braking for me. It's almost the same thing, except for you want a little more speed. And when you throw up the arms, that's even more important. But again, you don't fully turn, you don't fully commit. So again, a little more speed, dig in your heels, bend knees, and go forward and throw up the arms. Okay, so this is more of a power slide. I won't fully commit to the turn, but I want to dig in my heels, throw my arms up, and go as forward as possible and let the wheels do the braking for me. So pre-carve here. So when you're doing this power slide, when I do the half turn, the 90-degree turn, I have to have my butt out more and go like this and let my momentum push my butt out, dig in my heels, and like this. So I'm standing too straight up. So when I turn all that momentum, I'm just gonna go like that. So it's a lot better when I have the speed and I do the 90-degree turn, my butt is going back, my arms are going up, and the board is gonna go. Okay, so with the power slide, instead of fully committing to the turn, we're gonna do a 90-degree power slide forward. So it's even more important to put out your butt and hands up. The more speed, the better. So when we go 90 degrees, butt's gonna be out, hand's gonna throw up, I'm gonna push forward and the wheels will brake for us. All right, so next we're gonna go over the Coleman slide, which I personally think is a little bit easier. So you're on the Coleman slide, you're basically low, and you wanna plant your feet and knees like this. Now I think it's easier because your center of gravity is lower and you're putting a little bit more weight distribution on the wheel, so it's gonna break traction a little easier. My opinion is to get a feel for braking traction like I was showing you before on stands up. This is a way to actually get a feel for the wheels slightly braking traction a little bit more and a little bit more. So you're gonna go to keep on doing circles and try to get the circle smaller and smaller and smaller. Keep your planted body weight nice and low, hand down here. You can kind of yank on the deck a little bit. So you're gonna have your hand on the throttle. All right, just keep on spinning it. And if you hit the throttle harder and lean back, you're gonna start feeling and hearing the brake. You're gonna get the circles smaller and smaller. You yank on the deck with your hand. You got the throttle in your hand, so you can start hitting it. Lean a little back. And just feel the traction start getting broken. And you can bail whenever you want, just like that. Now also what you could do to help balance the braking traction part is to switch hands, put the remote in your left hand, and you could put your one arm down to kind of give the ground kind of like a stiff arm, so it helps with the balance. Now for a Coleman slide, utilizing the glove. So pre-carve, hand down, commit to the turn, and that's how you Coleman slide. So a lot of people mention with Coleman slides you should have your hand here. With me, I just kind of keep it in between. That's just what's comfortable for me. So if you guys are doing Coleman slides here, that's actually technically the correct way to do it. So if that's comfortable for you, go ahead and do that. Now, as fun as 180 slides, power slides, and Coleman slides are, I actually enjoy just like ripping around a little bit better and just getting the feel for braking traction little by little. It makes you test the limits, it makes riding so much more fun, and it's just a great way to skate. It gets your skill set a little bit better, your confidence more, and it's just all around really fun. So yeah, when you're sliding, it's better to have bad concrete, just like this, and constantly dig in heel toe, heel toe. Get a feel for your board underneath you. The more you do this, the better your skill set will be as a rider. Whether you want to hit higher speeds, whether you just want more agility. Now lastly, the Orangatang orange Kagwamas 85mm are my personal preference wheel because you can ride these daily because they're comfortable and they hold traction, but you can feel where the limits are when you're gonna break the traction. So that's why I like these wheels the best all around. So again, you're gonna feel what's underneath you and if you're gonna break the traction or not. And just doing this, it's just fun. Thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Have a good one, guys. Oof. This is the exercise that I was trying to tell you guys to do.